Right guys, the black art of Talbot Express linkage. Linkage is a real pain. I've just replaced the gearbox and I couldn't get reverse. Got in touch with JK Towers, Steve that is, and he was very helpful. Sent me an email back and showed me how you can adjust, and I'll try and show you. There's two things or three things you can actually do to adjust. Now here we are. Here is the gearbox proper. You don't need the torch on the moment. I'll put that down there. Now this is the upward shaft, comes from the gearbox. This is the sleeve, linkage sleeve, which links everything together. Now when you're going to get reverse, that will be pushed down and turned to clockwise. I can't do it here with one hand, but that will push down and turn clockwise. Now to do that with a gear stick, you need all these to be adjusted correctly. First of all, you've got this bar here. Now that should be from the top of the ball or top of the socket, from one to the other, centralizing. It should be 111 millimeters plus or minus 1 millimeter. So you can actually take this off, loosen that locking nut at the end, and then twist this piece. It will actually twist. You shouldn't do it apparently more than two full turns to get it down to 111 plus or minus 1 millimeter. This is the longer button. Now that allows you for the downward, because that's connected to that. So when you operate the gear stick, it pulls that down, which actually is connected to that linkage there, which is connected to this sleeve here, linkage sleeve. Now so when that pulls down, you'll find the shaft goes up and down. You might notice it going up and down. Another measurement you can take is should be 158 millimeters. It came from the central ball. Now that was about 158 plus or minus 1. And now that's for the side. That does the sideways movement from left to right. Okay, so I did all that. I took that off. This was measured okay. Took that off and adjusted accordingly and put it back. Now I found a good way of measuring to seeing if you're getting it near right is to measure from that flange to that flange using a micrometer screw gauge. So you simply, let's look at it. Let's just get down there. If I put that in, turn it on, 0, I'll go in. It's in neutral at the moment. And I go in there. That's about 16. Okay. Now I've found you can actually manually put this in reverse. If you take this bolt out, push that out with a lever, and you can take this bit off. You can actually manually do it with a screwdriver. And I found if it's in reverse, this measurement is about 5 millimeters. So that's something to take note of. So you know by looking at it if you're going to be in reverse or not. Now I found when I did these measurements and corrected the length of these, I got it down from about 17 or 18 down to about 14 or 15, but when I couldn't get it down far enough to reverse, so there is another adjustment. Now this was the final one I did, and lo and behold, there's the torch. It seems to work. So I'll take you underneath this vehicle now and try and show you what the plate does. You can actually work it all out logically. It looks complicated at first, but it's not that complicated. Now we get underneath here. Now can I show you? Let's see. Now you can see that plate, and there we are, nice and clear, three bolt heads. So by loosening those bolt heads, the thing will slide to the left. So it will slide to the near side, allowing more play of the rod. And so what I did, I loosened those bolts, went in and found reverse, and you can see that if you look carefully, you can see they have the whole plate has slid. Can you just see that? Has slid to the left a bit. Found reverse and then tightened them up. And now I've found that it actually will engage all the gears. So now I need to tighten everything up, put the bolt back properly, and put those little spring clips that are in there, put those on. But guys, I think this works. Oh, a big thank you to Steve as well for that info. That's how you adjust. I mean, another thing you can do is they say that if you're at the rear of the box, if that mounting is gone, you need to replace it, because that will put extra stress on all this linkage, and there's not much tolerance there. So that's in case you're wondering, that's the mounting, which you can buy another one of those. There's two sizes, so get the right size. You work it the size from the diameter of the bush inside, of the big rubber thing inside, and the size of the bolt can tell you which one you've got. So there you are. There is life in the old vehicle yet, and looks like that might have solved it. Thank you. Oh, and goodbye.